Linda Chavez, if you're a Republican leader on Capitol Hill, you're trying to get past the midterms. You've got a lot of headwinds, but you've got some good economic news to put on a bumper sticker. Why would you now start the immigration? Is this to fire up the base, to energize the base?
He hopes that it will fire up the base. The problem is it also fires up the Democratic base. I mean, this is really amazing, Andrea. This is the first time in years when we've had a relatively normal budget process. The House has passed all the 12 appropriations bills. The Senate has gotten ready to go with 9 out of the 12. And the president then says, let's shut down the government. It just makes no sense.
It does raise a point, and Newt Gingrich discovered this back when he was Speaker, that talk of shutting down the government or even shutting down the government does not play well for the party in power.
No, it doesn't. And the immigration issue, this is particularly strange because, you would think from President Trump that we have this huge surge of people coming across the border. In fact, we're way down. We had about 300,000 people who came in during the last fiscal year. The June numbers are out. The people apprehended at the border are actually down over April and May. So the president's tactics, his tough rhetoric, all of the new border agents that we've had, and the funding that exists now is working. So why mess with something that is working? He's trying to fix something that's not broken, and he's going to do it to the detriment of the Republicans running for office.
I'm talking about immigration right now, when the Dreamers have not been resolved. We have families separated. We have 650 or so families still separated, not resolved. The judge had some very strict marching orders. So why is it in his benefit to talk about immigration at all?
Well, it's not. And frankly, the whole question of family separation is something that went very, very hard against this president. It's going to make people, I think, remember those children, those crying children, the sound of their voices, the children being ripped from their mother's arms, and that's not going to help. And Steve is exactly right. It is moderate Republicans who are vulnerable this time around. They're the people who, frankly, would not vote for a shutdown. They're not going to vote the way the president wants on immigration. So he is basically trying to change the subject. We heard a lot about Michael Cohen last week. That's what this is about.